Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Game Over Cancer 2023. My name is Jao Bagel, and I'll be hosting the next little bit of the marathon for you guys. Up next, we have a Cyber Shadow race between Dyanketo and Tky619. Guys, take it away.
All right, welcome everybody. I'm Inisa Brango. I will be commentating this run. It will be awesome. We have Tky619 and Dyanketo, both two of the best runner of Cyber Shadow. It will go fast. There's a lot of things to say. So without further ado, let's do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck, have fun, both of the runners. It will be awesome. So Cyber Shadow, a game, an indie game that came out, if I'm not wrong, 2021. You are a ninja, you have ninja skills, and you want to save your lady. That's the story, but we won't talk about the story, we'll talk about the mechanics. If you have any question in chat, feel free, I have it open. So we start very casual, we have a sword, so we can use it. There's a little optimization you can do here. If you jump on the ledge, you'll see there is some sparkle when you jump. You can save up to 3 frames, I think, by jump that sparkles. So that's it. Chapter 0 is done. We're starting with chapter 1. We have a boosted elevator. We'll see. It's pretty awesome. You have your sword and you will have to use it. There's checkpoints, so there's no lives in this game. So you can die as much as you want, but the more you die, the longer it is. By talking about dying, I was thinking about giving $1 per death, and if there's someone that is going deathless, I will go with $10. So if anyone wants to join, feel free. So we have here a jump. We can jump over and deboost on this guy, and if you miss it, you fall on the ledge. It's not a big time loss. You see, when you deboost, you want to go backwards, so you want to turn around to take the hit. So you have a deboost on the other side, so on the good side. So at first we see the checkpoints, they give all the health back. Later it won't be always like that. So we'll take a deboost here in the. There's birds. Birds are bad, like in every video game. Deboost, turn around on that big guy. He takes like 8 hits, so it's really faster just to take the deboost. Here we have both our players are playing on 60 frames per second. You can play as well as 144. We won't talk about it because both of our players are on 60. There are some things that you can do that you can't on 144 and vice versa. So you saw that there was ledge. I'll talk later because there's a boss. Pretty easy. You jump over the fire. You hit a lot, and he dies. That was the first mini boss, Smasher, and he's gone. You'll see most of the bosses won't stay in the screen for long. I think the longer might be the spider at the end or the final boss, but most of them under 30 seconds the boss is gone. So I'll try to speak fast about the bosses because we don't have a lot of time. So I was talking about ledge grabbing on 60 frames. You'll see some screen later on the circle floors that are here. You can grab them only at 60 frames, so they'll use it here. That's one of the advantage of playing at 60 frames. At the end, 60 and 144 are about the same because you have advantages at start at 60 and you have more at the later part of the game on 144. At the end, it's pretty similar. So you see on Turkey's train, he made some ledge grab. Dyanketo as well. These are very hard, so good job, guys. So we have our first cutscene, and we skip it. We can skip the cutscenes, so it's a speed run. We skip them. So we'll have the next boss. He is the apparator. You want to hit him at a specific place, so you want to place yourself at a specific place to so he missed the first shot, you get the second one and you use the iframes to get in him. Nice fight by Turkey. And Diane as well. They didn't even have time to go up the air. If he's up in the air, you still can hit him on a specific pixel, but we didn't have to use it. And we have our first power up, the Shuriken. So what does a Shuriken does? It's a Shuriken, so you throw it and it hits enemy at 1 HP, 1 power, so 1 HP for the enemies. Chapter 2, and we can throw it to get switches as well, like here. Can hit enemy afar, so it will be useful. And to use the shuriken, we have SP, so the blue bar on top under the HP. That's a shuriken, the SP bar. So we have 5 of them, and I'm pretty sure both of our runners won't take any extra SP. You can go up to 20 if I'm not wrong, 20 HP and 20 SP. We won't take any SP upgrade, but we'll take the HP upgrade that the bosses give us. We have a big fly, rusty fly. We hit it a lot. We hope that the smaller flies won't be too much of a burden. Ooh.
Minnie, do you have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, feel free to stop me anywhere.
Oh, yeah, no worries. We have 2 donations, actually. The first one is from Racodactylus, $5, saying, good luck, runners. Then we have a $100 donation from Nori, saying, here to support my friends TKY and Diane, 2 very great friends. Best of luck on the run, guys, and I hope that you can take care of Mecha Dragon in 1.2 Biohunters.
Yeah, there was a tournament just here we have the laser brain, we have a lazy brain on both sides, so if you hit it quick enough, he won't do anything. So on both sides it happened, really quick laser brain, he became a lazy brain. So yeah, Strizer made a tournament when the game came out. And we were calculating the difference between each runner by biohunters. It's a boss that will come up later. So it came all of a sudden and it stayed. So we time in biohunter. So Mecha Dragon in half a biohunter. It will be a quick Mecha Dragon, but we'll talk about it later. We have an elevator. So pretty easy. Our runners know exactly where to go and what to do. Dyanketo kills his fly with a block. This fly is called Fred by Diane. So there is an achievement in this game if you don't kill any fly in the elevator. So at first when the game came out there was a lot more flies. Now it's pretty it's more doable. But still I did it when it came out, so it was doable as well. But now it's easier. So little short break for the end of the elevator. You have laser beams, can destroy them with 2 hits. And I didn't talk about it, but both our runners took a longer sword at the checkpoint earlier. They had to buy it. So at checkpoints you can buy sub weapons. We'll buy a few of them when they're useful for the next part. So now we have an extended blade, you can hit further. That's why we could be able to hit the laser brain earlier with the critical hits. So this room is on a cycle, so if you miss something, all the cycle is different, so you want to be always on the same cycle, or at least know what's coming up next. It's really close for now, so let's go. Both our runners are going into the Scrambler. Scrambler is a big guy. You just hit him, you evade his attacks. he'll do the same thing as well all the time. In the big scrambler, there is a smaller scrambler. And in the smaller scrambler, there's an even smaller scrambler, and he's gone. The fight is done by both our runners. That is superb, and we'll have our second upgrade. It is the just raising fire. So what does this do? If you press up and attack, you will throw flames in the air. So that will be useful pretty much versus every bosses, because every flame makes a hit and your sword as well makes a hit, so you can go up to 4 hits on a simple attack if everything is lined up. So pretty useful as a weapon. Not really in the stages, but versus the boss it will be pretty much go-to. So here we see some zoomies, the green robots. We hate them. These guys are not so bad in this room, but later there will be a lot of them. We don't like them. They can do as they want sometimes, not as much as the purple one that we'll see even later. For now we have the train. You can see again a ledge grab, and they get the D-boost on most of them. The big spiders take like 5 or 6 hits if I'm not wrong, so deboosting is really faster. So there's something that might be coming out. I think both our runners will do it. They will take the next sub weapon here. Yep, so we have the swag blade on TKY side. Oh, Dyan does not do it. I know he was practicing it earlier. So the swag blade, what does it do? It's like the swag star in Ninja Gaiden. So you have a blade that is swinging everywhere. So TKY will use it to hit the enemies before passing by. So it will be faster. Don't need to stop. It's not a big time loss if Dyan doesn't do it. And if you're not used to it, it's pretty much safer just to go the casual way. The casual fast way. I won't say it's a casual run. Not at all. These guys are going fast. So there's little bombs. If you see the flashing points, so if they flash side by side, they'll explode side by side. If they flash up and down, they'll explode up and down. And we have a big boss. Big because he is big, but it won't be long like the other one. The tank, so you hit him, like I said earlier, the raising flame pretty much does it all the way. That's not very long, like I said. So once the top is done, you kill the center of the tank, and that's it.
Minnie, you got time for another donation?
For sure.
All right. We've got $300 from Space Narc saying, "Take that, Cancer." Thank you so much for your donation. Remember, guys, we do have some awesome incentives to put your donations towards. We have the hardcore uprising category bid war between Arcade Sayuri or Rising Sayuri. There's only $5 towards Rising Sayuri, so if you want Arcade right now, you can snipe that pretty easily. And then, of course, the Shademan OST bid war for Mega Man 7. Right now, the Ghosts and Ghouls OST is winning with $121.93. And the original, only $35. So if you want to hear that original, make sure you get your donations into that incentive. Or maybe you want to hear Ghosts and Ghouls, you just want to solidify that a little bit more.
All right, thank you. Awesome donation. Thanks everyone that's donating. So we saw there was a snipe earlier. Both our runners had it. It was a very tight window to hit the blue guys. And if you do it like they did, you just can continue to run and don't have to stop. So awesome from both our runners. So TKY still has his swag blade. So it's useful. Here you see he hits some enemies. They don't even have time to appear on the screen almost. Dyan will take the swag blade as well later for the boss. You'll see why, because this guy is just standing in the air, and it's the famous biohunter that we were talking earlier. So we don't even know how much time it takes to kill that guy, but we count in biohunter's fight. So here we go. You see with the raising fire and the swag blade, he just disappear. He'll be mad, destroy the floor, and you can even he disappeared. So very nice on TKY side. Dyanketo seems good as well. A little bit more life on the second phase of that boss, but he will disappear as fast if any, and that's it. So we have a new a new weapon, a new ability. The Pogo. I didn't see what's the real name. I don't know the real name. We call it the Pogo. So if you in the air you press down and attack, you will do a Pogo, and if you do it twice, then you just zoom down the screen. We'll see in here in the tunnel on TKY side. He'll use it. He'll just zoom. We won't even see his character anymore. Zoom, and the camera tries to get back. And we get to the Monkey Shrine. Monkey Shrine for the next ability. Very simple. There's a monkey. There's a race. You need to beat the monkey at the race. We'll use the Pogo to get a little bit of higher motion. So when you use the Pogo, you jump a little bit higher. So we use it to get to these lamps and beat the monkey like no business. And we get the next upgrade on Turkey's side when Dyan is making his climb in the Monkey Shrine. Very good as well. And Turkey is getting out. There was a wall here with a dynamite. We made it explode with the swag blade earlier when we were passing by. So we save at 3 seconds that we don't need to wait. And the ability, I didn't say it, it is the we can now climb walls. So as you see on Dyan's side, pretty useful. Sometimes you get stuck in a wall when you don't want to, but most of the time it's very useful. Now both of our runners are in chapter 4. Usually that's when we say that shit starts to be tough. So we start with 2 rooms, one on the left, one on the right. We need to hit 2 switches. If you place yourself at the right position, you can throw a shuriken and hit those switches. That's what you want. We still have the swag blade, but we don't want to keep it for a long time. So we try to get hits somewhere to lose it, because they're like big metal worms that are coming, and if you still have your swag blade, it can be dangerous. I didn't talk a lot about the checkpoints. So we see checkpoints, usually they can give you HP, SP refill, and a sub weapon. Usually HP refill is already on, but for the SP and the sub weapon you need to buy it. So that's why we collect essences. That's what the money is called in this game. So we want to collect them to use them later for some sub weapons, and there's some SP upgrade, SP refill that we want sometime as well. There is a cyber room here on Turkey's side. Usually you're supposed to open the door and destroy the cyber room, but we don't need to destroy the cyber room. We just need to open the door. So we take the exit, and sadly death on Dyan's side. This room is probably really bad death because it's really long between the checkpoints. But I will remind you guys that Cyber Shadow can be real mean, and it's not over until it's the end and you see the credits, because there's a lot of parts in this game that can destroy you like just because this game wants to. So we have another room here on TKY side. If you do it perfectly, you'll know exactly what to do, and you can skip a little part here between the spikes and the guys. If you miss one movement, then all the room cycle is changed, so you have to adjust. But if you do it the same time each time, you'll do it, and it will be really fine. Like I said, chapter 4 starts to be hard because you see there's no more floor. There's a lot of spikes, so spikes are one-hit kills, so that's hard. So let's continue. A lot of these rooms, like I said, are on cycle. If you see on TKY side as well, take the boost and try to pass these jelly beans, a jellyfish. That's one of the rare things. RNG in this game are where the small jellyfish are placed. So sometimes they're not on the way, and sometimes they're just be, I'm in your face and you won't pass me. You won't pass me. Die inside, again, the big cycle room, like I said. Really good. Pass between the enemies and the spikes, and you continue. And
we got time for some quick donations?
Yeah, for sure.
You guys are bringing the love today. So really quick, we have a $10 donation from Double A, putting that towards the Rising Sayuri incentive. And then another $20 from Thad J, saying good luck to both Diane and Turkey. Go kick cancer's butt. And that's what we're going to do today.
Well, yeah, thanks for the donation. As we are seeing Mecha Dragon here, that's one of the worst bosses in here. He can spawn right, he can spawn left. We try to manipulate it. It never really saw a good way to do it. So, and there's these platforms as well. So you want to have platforms under you and hit it as much as you can. There's the blaster, the sub-weapon that we just bought at the previous checkpoint. If it's fully charged, it hits a lot. And to make even worse this dragon, your flames of rising fire can just go past him, and really good fight on TKY side. And I saw in chat is, I don't think, except I think the task, I don't think there's any better. There's no. The Swag Blade is not better on Mecha Dragon. The blaster is really the one, the sub weapon that you want to use, and you would have to keep it for a long way. And now Mecha Dragon on Dyan side, full charge blast in the dragon, and like I said, a lot of fire got eaten by the dragon, so it just passes by. Not what you want, but it's not over till it's over. A lot of good hits. As Turkey is going in the same room, but the other side. And the dragon is down on Dyan's side. GG's for both of you. That's probably one of the boss that is worst. We have pretty much all the mechanics done for every bosses. But this one, like I said, he can do what he wants, and sometimes it's what you want, and most of the time it's not what you want. There's the big crystal, Final Fantasy crystal on Dyan's side. So there's a big crystal, there's ninja spawning out of it. So you want to kill a ninja usually before it lands, because when it lands it can defend themselves, so block your shots, and it can be long before you can kill them. So hit the crystal, hit the ninjas, and Dyan tried to throw a shuriken. He was out of SP, but we have a fire swing, and that's another ability that I didn't talk about. It is a sword upgrade, so your sword is now double the power. And we saw the vessel defense system get destroyed on Turkey's side. I'll talk about it when Dyan is coming to it, because I didn't see it, but Turkey's getting another ability. It is the parry. really hard to use when you first play, but once you get used to it, it's really powerful. You can stop any projectile of any enemies and just throw it back at them as Turkey is getting in the chapter 5, even if his screen doesn't say it. So they have the blaster, they want to keep it as long as possible. There's two strats. You can go with the blaster in chapter 5, or you can take the shield just before the vessel defense system, like Dyanketo is doing. Two different strats, both are good, both are hard, so let's hope they won't get it, they'll get it. So Dyan is on the vessel defense system. There's 6 red dots. You want to kill the red dots and just hit a lot on the vessel defense system and destroy it. So I didn't talk about it, but every sub-weapon has 3 HP. So the power of the sub-weapon doesn't change. The color of it will change, but it doesn't affect the gameplay. But if you get 3 hits, it can be a hit that makes 3 damage, or just 1 that doesn't change it on hits. So if you get hit 3 times with the sub-weapon, it will be destroyed. And in this chapter, we want to keep it until the end, because there's skips that you can do with the sub-weapons, and there are 2 bosses on the way. So really hard task, and both our runners are able to do it. Let's see if they can do it today. Turkey side, the first skip is done. If you shoot it, it hits the switch and it opens the door. You don't have to go all around. And right after, there's the Dyan box, named after Dyanketo. Usually you should go all left or all right to make spawn this guy, but if you go out on top, it works as well. So we go out on top and it spawns alpha right away. Pretty useful. You skip like maybe 10 seconds, maybe even more. Really useful. So Dyan already had a hit on his missile defense system, so only 1 hit left. He can use 1 hit on the shield to get his 2 skips. We skip the checkpoint because we're confident and it's faster. Little pogo on the enemies here on Turkey's side. Really fun to do. And like it appears, the shield can block shots. So it blocks shots, and when you hit, the shield just goes away and attacks. And as we see, oh, there's Alpha 1 here on Dyan side. Big guy, you want to parry all these attacks and kill it as fast as possible. And first skip done on Dyan side. So I didn't talk about the parry, but how it works is pretty simple. When there's a projectile coming to you, you have to go into it really fast. I don't know how to say it, but I heard that it's like the blocking system in Street Fighter 3. I'm not a fighting player, but that's what I heard. And on Turkey's side, we have a big blob. He can be really bad. He can follow you, but he got stuck behind. Everything's fine. Use the pogo on the inside. Jump over. That's an HP upgrade, but it's like a third of an HP upgrade. So we don't collect them. It's the only one in the way. So it would just be a loss of time. There is the Alpha 2. So again, parry his attacks to attack him, and a lot of pogo, and we hope to clear it in 1 cycle. Really well done on TKY side. And he still has his blaster, so he will be able to do the second skip, while Dyan is ending Alpha 1 like a master. So with the blaster, hit the switch, don't have to go all around, and you can go in the, I guess it's the Eagle Shrine. you get another upgrade. And now it goes fast because it's the sprint upgrade. So you hit R, I think it's R, and you go just zoom like that. If you attack in the air, you go even faster. That goes zoom. And one of the cool things with this attack is if you kill an enemy or if you kill a boss, so if you kill anything, it will give you 1 SP back. So as long as you're hitting things with this skill, you'll get a SP refill. But we also want sometimes to go by without hitting anything because it just goes fast. So SP management starts to be a real concern here. We have to know what we're doing. We have to be careful, but we have to be fast as well. And now Dyan is on Alpha 2, a lot of pogos, while Turkey is on Chapter 6, really short chapter. If I'm not wrong, it's the shortest of the run. Just go zoom by attacking every enemy, getting our SP back. Be careful with the Angry Sun. Dyan is going on Alpha 2. Only 1 or 2 hits of... That's it! He is done. He is down. So both of runners have the sprint. So if you thought it was going fast, now we go fast on both sides. So there's the Angry Sun that's going after Turkey. It appears when you hit a laser beam, it starts an alarm and the Angry Sun is there. Sometimes we want it because we want to use the enemies that are on the way, and sometimes you just don't want it because it's really dangerous. The Angry Sun really does big damage. And we are on Tunnel Cleaner. Tunnel Cleaner will throw his bombs if you're far enough in the cycle and far enough on the screen. Want to use the bomb and the parry to kill him like that. There's a lot of strats here. There's safer ones, there's more dangerous ones. I think that the one that Turkey's done is the fastest, and it's been pretty well done. Good job, Turkey. And we zoom out of this chapter. Like I said, chapter 6, a really fast one. As Dyan is going up. So usually on Dyan's side you're supposed to hit the switch and take the elevator, but it is real slow, so we don't want it. We just go by the strength of our legs. On Turkey's side there's no knock-knock, the big enemies with a big head that is a door. It can be real dangerous when you don't know his pattern and all, but our runners know everything about this game, so we're going fast. And as we see on Turkey's side, we can use as well the sprint, the sprint attack in the air. Doesn't refill the SP, but it goes fast. So, like I said, the SP management is really important. Chapter 7 is probably one of the worst in casual, and even in speedrun. I think when I run it, I always say now it starts to be hard. In fact, every chapters are hard. It gets harder and harder. There's no really easy thing in this game, but it's really fun to play. There's poison bubbles. Here, you don't want to have any SP to go fast here. You want to use your sprint and go past this guy to get the SP dispenser. So, like it says, it dispenses SP. So, SP management gets a bit easier because it gives you refill once in a while, and you get still your refills from killing enemies. So you can sprint a lot more times while not hitting anything and go by fast. And the tunnel cleaner on Dyan's side. Parries the bomb. Sadly missed the bomb. It will be a longer fight, but can make it. while TKY is going into another cyber room. So last time we could only hit the switch and leave. This one we have to do it all the way. And the cleaner is down on Dyan's side. And he's glitching the screen because he can. So if you jump in the tunnel cleaner, you're not supposed to go there, and you see some whites. Turkey made the cyber room. He's going down. He's going to see the Dragon Ball Dragon. So we have 7 abilities. So 7 balls. We have a dragon. We can make a wish, and we could wish that the game would end there, but we won't. We'll wish for even powerful powers. While there's the knock knock on the inside. Get the hits, get the parry. And it's clear. So now on Turkey's side, he has the power of the dragon. So all your sub weapons, all your abilities are upgraded. If you can charge your sword, so it hits a lot more. You can charge your shuriken, so it won't be a shuriken anymore. It will be forget the name, but it's that big shuriken. It can explode and destroy walls sometimes if you know the walls, and it hits a lot more. And other abilities, there's the pogo, so you can charge the pogo as well. You won't go down faster, but the attack that it does will be faster. You can charge a rising fire. The fire will be longer, so if there's a high enemy, you can hit it with it. The sprint as well. If you attack with your sprint, there's like a shadow behind you that will make a hit as well. And I don't think you can charge the climb wall. That's about the only ability that you can't upgrade. So on Dyan's side, he has his SP dispenser, and sadly we lost it on Turkey's side. So there's a glitch in the game that you can get a lot of essence if you have a dispenser a little bit later. Maybe we'll see it on the Dyan's side. Maybe that's a commentator curse. That's on my part. Sorry if it happens. But if we don't get it, well, I'll tell you guys what it is, or I'll wait that it happens. So there's another cyber room on Turkey's side. We destroy it, and we go up, and we'll see one of our best friend. That I forgot his name, but it's a motorcycle. It's really nice. Exo.
Bob. That's Exo.
Exo.
Oh,
Bob, I know him. Thanks, guys. So we are in the server room on the inside. We need to hit the big thing in the middle that spawns 4 little things on the sides, and we re-hit the things in the middle. Get destroyed. And we have Exo on Turkey's side, so it's an auto-scroller. Everything is the same every time. So we just shoot everything that's coming up. On our motorbike, you can charge the motorcycle as well. The attacks, so it's more powerful. Can destroy some enemies in one shot. There's many people that when they are playing casually don't know that we can charge the attacks, but we can with Exo charge the attacks. While on Dyan's side, he's making his dragon wish. Running on place. So to run on place, you have to be side by side with the D-pad and the joystick. I saw people do it when I first started to run the game. Was like, I want to do it as well. It's just fun, just swag. And finally I found it. I was afraid to ask how we do it because it doesn't do anything. But finally I found it. I was like, sure, it's like that. Why didn't you think about it? So, on Turkey's side, we have a turtle shell because that's really productive. And we get the while Exo gets destroyed, we can continue our way. Oh, we lost the dispenser on the Diane side as well.
I'm going to blame you for that. You do realize that, Mini.
Yeah, you can blame me as you want. I knew it as soon as I said it. So I explained what what you can do if you keep the SP dispenser while you're on EXO. If your SP isn't full and you have the dispenser on EXO, the dispenser wants to dispense, so it will dispense essence and not SP. So it does it on the motorcycle and as well as on the mecha here. So essence management is like out of the way when you have both of them. So they'll need to manage a little bit more their essence, but it shouldn't be a problem, and I don't know why I said that. So on the mecha side, it's really fun. You have your robot. You go take damage because you know you can do it. You know where you can take damage and where you cannot. So very simple way. And this boss attack aggressively. So just attack and get destroyed in 3 cycles. They appear always at the same place. And I couldn't see where the 4th cycle is because even in my casual playthrough, they say attack aggressively. So I did it in 3 cycle as well, so I think I never saw the 4th one where it spawns. But we don't need to know because he's gone on TKY side. So we continue our way with the robot while while Diane is on the robot as well, but on his cycle form. So we see the green zoomies on Turkey's side. They can be bad, and the purple flame as well. They hit a lot, so that's pretty much the thing you don't want to get hit by. And we see the apparator. What will he do? We beat him before. Shouldn't be a problem. And he decides to kill EXO. So chat, please F for EXO on Turkey's side. While on Diane's side, there will be a blue guy named Bob. And Bob, he does a lot of things. And Diane wants to keep him alive. So we see an enemy that will spawn and he just go by. Here, jump over it. Let it do its things. He's gone. He doesn't do any harm to anybody. Keep him for later. On Turkey's side, this is a really hard part. So there's a lot of alarms. Some people want to use the alarms to get to use the sprint attack on them and go faster. Sometimes you don't want to go take the alarm. Depends on the strategy. Both are both are dangerous. So good job on Turkey's side for being able to pass this part. While Diane is in the turtle shell. Zooming. That's a really will we have it? Yes, on Diane's side we had the door skip. So if the enemy is over the door and you sprint attack in it, you just go by the door. So nice job, nice door skip on Diane's side. It seems a lot of precision, and it is. So on Turkey's side, you see there's electricity, there's spikes, so everything is pretty much dangerous. These walls here, if you have SP, you can throw upgraded shuriken. It will explode them. You don't need to hit the red part. Here we were out of SP, so going the old-fashioned way while Diane is attacking aggressively. And done on Diane side as well. While Turkey is going to the next chapter, chapter 8. So now there's no more floor, there's water. And in the water there are bombs. And sometimes the water is electrified, so really bad for people when you get electrified. Not recommended by 9 out of 10 doctors. And on Turkey side we see the tank that we saw before, but just the inside of it. So we destroy it just like the previous tank. While Diane is going with Exo, trying to do some funny jumps. So you got spoiled earlier, so prepare your F for Exo on Diane side. You know what's coming up.
Yeah, it's not like Exo lasted very long, unfortunately. It's like our favorite friend robot tried to, come along with us, and it was just nope.
Exactly, and F for Exo on Diet side. No more Exo in this race, and Turkey is trying to do a skip. He won't do it at the end, but if you jump at the precise place, you can skip this small cutscene before going to the boat. So the boat. There is a fast boat and there's a slow boat. There's enemy that can spawn or not if you play at 60 frames per second. If it doesn't spawn, the game will wait for it to spawn, and after a timer you will just go, alright, I think he's not coming, and the cutscene will start. If this guy is there, then you just kill him, and at the end the game will like, alright, you kill all the enemies, let's continue the game. We don't know exactly why it does that. The only thing we know is it's at 144. It's always a fast boat and not 60. We had some theories. It's not 100% accurate, but we try to manipulate it as good as we want. But it's not a done deal. So let's see which boat Turkey will have. You can know it if you see the enemy or not. I think that's a slow boat. Yeah, that's a slow boat. So slow boat on Turkey side. That's sad, but not a big deal. As we go in chapter 9, 10. I lost the count.
10.
10. And there is the Combinatron. Like the other bosses, we won't see it for long. You want to kill it before his hands get down, because when his hands get down, he will replenish his HP. So if you do it fast enough, no HP refill and just death for this Combinatron. Earlier I was talking about electrified floor, water, and spikes. Now there's just no more floors. So you want to stay in the air, you will see a lot of sprint attacks. He knows exactly where the enemies are and where to attack to stay in the air. And skip all these parts. You're supposed to hit a platform, and it will slowly bring you to the end. But if you hit all these enemies like that, the sprint attack, the dash attack, that's it. You get to the end. While Lion is on the tank inside, wants to kill every enemies in here so the flame disappear and can go along. Again on Turkey side, dash attacks. And there's a lot of security here. There's a 3-door, so there's only one switch protection, but there's 3 doors, so it's just long. And if you parry the attacks, you can hit the big guy here before getting to it. So there was one parry attack by Turkey side, and you finish it, running into it. And there's the spider rail. Spider rail shoots young ring, and you want to get the young ring back to him. And like this, we never saw a spider. While Diane is on the boat. And Turkey is doing the final climb. Because what would be a game if there wasn't a big climb at the end? This climb is probably one of the worst part to learn. Because if you see those purple zoomies, they do as they want. So they try to get far from you, but they try to attack you. You want to use them to dash attack into them. But if you, it's a tricky part. But Turkey made it to the top, getting a speed refill, getting the dispenser refill as well, and we going to the final boss. Here is the apparator. So we just dash attack into him. If you play the 100% category, you have so much SP that you can kill him before he does anything. So apparator is down. Here is the bad guy. He's the dad of the lady. Progenitor. So again, raising fire, parries. And first phase of this progen is down. So next phase, big guy, 3 orbs. The blue orb at the bottom gives you a shield. The purple orb on the left side will give you attacks, and the green orb on the right will give you platform to attack him. But you do it like Turkey did, you don't need those orbs, and you can just use them as platform to go higher and attack him directly. And it is a first G for Turkey. It's not over yet, the timer. It will be when he hit the last switch, but that's the initial G. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing dangerous and can stop. Ooh! And on Diane's side, he skipped Combinatron all the way. So if you dash at a specific spot, it gives you a double dash, and you go by the flame wall before it appears. So Diane skipped the entire Combinatron fight. GG on that. While Turkey is going down slowly but surely. He could have Pogo, but this little blue guy just want to hold your hand till the end. We'll see one last skip on Turkey's side. So you transform into a Super Saiyan. But if you attack or you Pogo while the transformation is happening, just skip all the transformation. You get the Force Switch. When the Fade on Black appears, it will be time on Turkey's side. So time on Turkey's. GG! Now, Diane side.
Oh yeah, I'm still making my way through chapter 10. I got cyber shadowed so hard this run. It's unbelievable.
No worries. Like we usually say, the developer, when he made the achievement, he did 3 hours. Sub 3 hour was the achievement, so speedrun achievement. And now you can do it under an hour. That's crazy. And even so, I don't know where record of Eric is now. It's like 51 or 50 even.
50.
But
51 is the current record. The only one who has a sub 51 time currently in this game.
So
Oh, yeah,
crazy
51.
times. While Diane is going to the spider rail, so like I said, want to fire, raising fire, and hit his young rings back to him.
Oh
If you
yeah,
have
the death in chapter 4 and the death in chapter 6, that was just so big. Like, those were the really big time wasters. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been that far behind.
Spider rail is down. It's now time for the final climb.
Let's wrap this up, shall we?
So, like I said, these purple guys, they can be your friends if they are at a good place. They can be your worst enemies if they decide to do as they want. And like Cyber Shadow seems to be doing since the beginning of the run for Diane side, they do as they want tonight. You just reset the room, go back.
Oh boy.
Start from beginning. If you have your setup at first, it will be easier than just trying to.
Well, I guess this just shows you the game does what the game wants.
I see what Diane is doing here. We were in advance. He said we have an estimate of 1 hour. Let's use all this hour.
That's not my plan, but it seems to be looking like it.
But even with that, he's still on a sub-hour pace, by the way.
The best thing I can do right now is actually shred the final boss so we can have something to look at. Oh, not enough. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I'm on a sub-hour pace. This should be good.
Like I said earlier, without the SP dispenser, the essence management could be a worry. So he got that SP dispenser at the end, but he doesn't have a full SP bar, so it will be little less attacks on the first phase of Aperture. Still, he just melts like any Aperture should do. Now, first phase of Progen. So, what we want is raising fire, parries, and a dead boss. That's what we want, and that's what we have. So, the second phase, like earlier, the 3 orbs, don't really need the 3 of them. Just zooming left and right with the dash, using the upgraded pogo to get the higher spot and hit Progen, and that's it for Progen. Initial G for Dyanketo. If he doesn't do a stupid thing on the left side that tries to save an itsy bitsy of time.
I didn't do it. I forgot to press dash. I was counting the explosions. I was like, oh, this is the right timing. And then I just walked and it was like, okay, well then.
Well, it wouldn't be safe for the sub-hour. If you had to do the refight all again, you would have busted. But it's a minute and a half since the end of the boss until the time. So we will be under an hour. So we have 2 deaths on a Turkey side. So that will be $2 on my part. And we'll wait to see on Diane's side how much he makes me pay to get rid of cancer. And if anyone wants to join, feel free. So, the last skip of the game, we don't want to see a Super Saiyan scene, so we're just getting Super Saiyan, no waiting. Boom. I was going to say something, but I'll wait.
Yeah,
There's a way to get the soft lock. And on the black screen, it will be GG. GG, Diane. 58,
Oh,
58
GG?
here. GG, Turkey.
GG.
So you can
Oh,
soft look
man.
at the end if you hit 2 switches at the same time. How you can hit 2 switches? If you throw a shuriken and you hit with your sword both at the same time, it just soft lock the game. The final button will never appear and you will here forever. So GG both of you. Like I said, the sub hour is a hard thing to do, especially in a race, in a marathon setting. So GG both of you, really nice. Just wait for Diane's side to see the screen and see uh, how much death he had. That's crazy. If you have a 6 death and a 58, that's a crazy run. Even that's
Uh,
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I had like 6 deaths and a 56 earlier in practice. I was like, okay, let's just iron out most of my issues. And I started off really green in this race as well. It's just that enemy in chapter 4. I at some point I was like baffled. Like, how could you get out of reach? And then I still died to it. Oh, it's all good in Day of Cyber Shadow.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty
So I
much
don't,
Cyber Shadow in a nutshell.
yeah. So I don't know if you have one last thing to say, or else we'll just leave it to the
As
marathon
always,
guys.
cheers for having us, and yeah, for those who donated throughout it, it's been appreciated. Yeah, so I say all good. Really, I believe this is a PB for me in terms of marathon runs. So at least glad I was able to hold up. But I am a little disappointed in those 2 deaths. They're both kind of silly, but oh well, it's what you get. But
That's
yeah,
Cyber Shadow.
Good. Yeah, it's good representing alongside you as always, Ian and Minnie. Cheers for stopping by and helping us out. Other than that, yeah, just enjoy the rest of your day and have a good marathon, everyone.
Yeah. On my part, I'd like to thank Gaming Over Cancer for hosting both of us, for allowing us to showcase this awesome game. Like Turkey said, thank everybody who appeared during the race, who donated, who just watched. You know, it's always nice to be around. And that will be all from me.
Diane, TKY, guys, thank you so much for that race. It was awesome to watch. Stay tuned, everyone. GOC is going to be right back with more speedrunning. Up next is Hardcore Uprising with Auntie Aaron, so make sure you stay in that chair and stay for this next run.